Hello and welcome to my new video. I hope you're all doing well. Today I want to show you how to put a wood grain onto a tumbler and then making it kind of a distressed look with some temporary tattoos. So if this sounds interesting to you, just stay tuned. The first thing I did, I prepped my tumbler, I sanded it and cleaned it really good up with isopropyl alcohol, and just so that the colors and everything I put on there will really stick and not have problems with adhesion because of some oily stuff on it. And then I took some acrylic paint and painted the whole tumbler with it, as you can see here, in stripes. And I covered the whole tumbler, including the bottom. And because I didn't want it so harsh lines in between the colors, I took like a makeup sponge and just dabbed it so it softens up the lines. After 24 hours, the color were really dry, and I put my first layer of epoxy onto the tumbler. When the resin was all cured, about 24 hours later, I took white spray paint and painted my tumbler with one coat of the spray paint and let that dry as well. After the spray paint was dry, I took a chip brush and this alcohol ink from Octopus, it's the color Brownie, and I put it onto the whole tumbler, and with that chip brush I painted up and down, not back and forward, up and down in one motion, to make some kind of wood grain. After the alcohol ink was dry, and that dries really fast because the alcohol evaporates into the air and just leaves the color behind. So I took a cup with isopropyl alcohol and a fine brush, and now I'm brushing my, how you call that? I had to look it up in Google. We call those knot holes. So what you do is you take the alcohol on the brush, and when it hits the dried up color on the cup, it will push the color to the left and to the right, and this is where those darker spots and the rings will appear. It takes a little bit of practice, but this is not really hard to do. And if you mess up, you just take some isopropyl alcohol, clean the whole thing up, and start all over. So no damage is done here. But if you don't want no knot holes, you can skip them all together and just leave it as is with the streaks, and it looks great as well. So after everything was dry, I took some acetone, and I wanted to make this a distressed tumbler, and this is why I'm wiping off some of the color on some spots here. And the acetone will do something to the surface of the resin as well, so don't put it too long on there. Just wipe your color away, and then when you are satisfied with the way the tumbler looks, you just take some alcohol, some usual ordinary alcohol, and wipe off the haze that you couldn't wipe off with the acetone there. And as I was finished, you could see the colors that I put on the first layer really popped there. After everything was dry, I put 3 coats of spray paint on top of the tumbler. If you skip this step, you will have a problem with runny alcohol ink on your tumbler when you put the epoxy on it. So I have those temporary tattoos here, and I want to put them onto the places where you can see the color through the wood grain there on my tumbler. So what I do always before I put the tattoos down, I cut them out just to see what shape they have and where I have to position them, because I can't see through that sheet of paper there. And I'm holding it onto the light and I'm lifting it up so I can see where the perfect position for that tattoo will be. It's kind of hard to explain, but I hope you understand what I'm talking about. Now I'm taking the protective sheet off, and here I just cut a piece of the paper again just to see where exactly the stem of this dandelion is, so I can place it in the perfect position. And now I'm putting it onto my tumbler, and when it lays down, it lays down. Don't lift it back up because you're gonna rip your whole thing. In my little cup there, I have water, and I will really wet up the paper in the back of my tattoo, so it will let loose of the tattoo itself. You don't have to use those tattoos as they come. You can cut them up and place them individually like you want it to. As you can see here, I put the dandelions already on top of the tumbler, and I'm cutting those little birds and seeds up, and I will place them wherever I see them fit. And 2 or 3 of those dandelions I will put on the wood grain as well. After everything was really dry, I put 2 to 3 coats of epoxy on top of the design, and then the tumbler is ready to go. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so you won't miss anything. Leave me a comment. It's always nice to get your opinions, how you like my projects, and maybe you have some suggestions or some wishes that I could do for you if I can do it. And yeah, I always enjoy having conversations with y'all. And yeah, I hope I'll be seeing you in my next video. And until then, bye bye.